medicine for treating Ebola. But it kills. It is important to know that it kills by provoking the body to kill itself. That's what the virus does. The virus enters the body and provokes it to overreact. It's like a clever guerrilla who comes in a military camp where people are not well organized and shoots. And then the soldiers start shooting one another in panic. Because much of the death is caused by the high temperature, caused by the body. The body tries to kill the virus by cooking, but raising the temperature. But in the end, it cooks itself, destroys its own organs. Vomiting, losing water, bleeding eventually. So that's why the good thing is that it is survivable, because we already have survivors. We had survivors in the past. In the past outbreaks, we had survivors. These people can tell you how many survived the other time. I have some figures here, but I don't have time to go through them. But even now, we already have survivors. I think like 5. 5 have already survived out of the 19. 2 are the ones who died. 2. There are still 2, they have increased. The first Congolese man who came is the one who died in Chiburi, I think. And came with their sister-in-law. They came separately, but I think they were from the same place. The sister-in-law has recovered. And she recovered. They recover because they get support. The doctors control the temperature. They tell the soldiers not to panic. The commander says, please, don't shoot aimlessly. Calm down, calm down. Have controlled shooting. So they control the temperature. They rehydrate. Losing water, you put it back. Losing water, put it back. Water and salts and so on. Because when you vomit, you lose so many things. You lose water, you lose salts in the body. You put them back. You put the water, the fluids. So the body now has a chance to fight in an organized way. And people get cured. So which means the body overcomes. Otherwise, how would people get cured? Which we don't see, which is very difficult in AIDS, because AIDS, I don't know whether people have really had a cure. But this one, people have been cured. So it is very simple. It's just indiscipline. This one, people have been cured. Some have died, yes, but others have been cured completely because of controlling the other killers, the temperature, the loss of fluids. You find the body fights back and it overcomes the virus. Combined with the inability to spread so much like corona was spreading through breathing. This one is spreading through contact. This disease is easy to stop if only people are serious. So therefore, the most important thing is to report quickly to the doctors. Don't delay. Once you feel some symptoms of sickness, report. So that they check and if it is Ebola, they start intervening early. Now, because this corona is involving other countries, this Ebola is involving other countries, we have had to stop mass movements of people from neighboring countries, especially Congo. That's why I think public transport was stopped, correct? We only allow cargo. Why do we allow cargo? Cargo is very crucial. It's very crucial for countries, for businesses. To stopping it is like a blockade, as if you are at war. You can't do that. But the good thing is that cargo also requires a few people. Cargo requires a driver and a tank boy, 2 people. Finish. And these are easy to check. You can check them at the border. If they are sick, you. Now, the other good thing about Ebola, this Ebola is a disease. It's very easy. The other thing about Ebola is that it doesn't infect. Somebody is not infective until he starts getting sick. But the people don't have my anger with sickness. I don't like sickness. I don't like it. That's why. During the campaign, they were saying I should sit down with the other. I said, please, let me sit alone there, Mundeke. You look isolated. I said, God is with me. Don't worry about me. So this one, apart from infecting only by contact, even that starts happening when somebody has started showing signs of sickness. Before the virus can be in the body, the person is not yet infective. So it's very easy. It's just small windows of just indiscipline. So that's why, therefore, we don't fear the cargo, petrol tankers, trailers. They have one driver, one tank boy. Finish. You check them. If they enter, somebody was saying, but They may come and they get sick when they're here. If they get sick when they're here, they will report. If they follow, they will report and get isolated, and the road is parked somewhere. Finish. It's not a big problem. But the passengers, okuzinduka, abanyarwanda ko lito kuzinduka. When you are going to check on friends, you postpone that. It's not the same thing as cargo. Cargo is a matter of life. Cargo is petrol, is food, is fertilizers. We need it more urgently than just okuzinduka. I'm going to see my relatives. You hold on. You will see them later when the danger has gone. That's why we stopped the passengers. But now, some of them come through the border on foot and in boats. Now, that's where the danger is. First of all, by coming in that way, you take long. You are hiding, days pass. Even if you arrive in a health center, you have lost some time. So that's why we have worked with the Congo government, and these people will tell you what the exact plan, to open joint medical camps on the Congo side. And announce it. We are here. If you feel sick, come. Don't try to go to Uganda, because there you will delay. Come here. Come. We think that one will help. Now, when we are dealing with this matter, you hear some people talking of culture. There's the culture of washing dead bodies. There's the culture of eating this, eating that. But these cultures are there to preserve us, not to kill us. If they can be modernized, for instance, the meat we are eating because of culture, if it can be, how can it be slaughtered safely? And cooked safely? And then maybe you can continue. But if it can't, some of the cultures have to be reviewed. You remember when AIDS came, there was the culture of, Wanyankole call it okungura. Okungura is wife inheritance. It was a duty, brother to inherit. In fact, even the Wanyankole have a saying that erisho ry'umuhunguzi ureba barakiro. It was like constitutional. You had to inherit the wife of your brother who died. And it was a social arrangement, because the question was, this fellow has died. There is no social insurance, there are no pensions. Who will look after the children? Who will look after the wife herself? So that was the arrangement. But when AIDS came, we saw the danger and we said, please. And people started reviewing it. Female circumcision. Female circumcision, how could you reform it? Female circumcision was wrong science. There was no way you could say you do it properly in a better way. There was no better way. So we had to confront our Kapchorwa people and say, please, this one. There's what the Banyankwere call Embirito. Embirito is a cow which has died from anthrax. This one must be cremated. It can't be anthrax, because anthrax, even if you boil the meat may not, the virus may not die. Because some people tried to eat it, so that they would boil the meat and they died. So some of the cultures need to change. The Banyankwere used to drink milk without boiling it, until we found that, until we came to know what Louis Pasteur, the Frenchman, who first saw the microbes. So we started knowing what he had seen, that there are microbes in the milk which we don't see. And we had to boil it. We had to abolish that culture. So I appeal to our people to review those cultures. Now, but also connected with all this, the issue of invading the forests. I will get time and write something about the trade order and the environmental restoration which I see going on. I will have something and write. These issues are not just environment. It is also survival, our survival. I have not studied it, but I will challenge these people to study it and inform you. The bats. I normally see the bats flying at night. Eating, I think they eat insects. Do they eat insects? Yes. So the bats, you may find the bats are also part of the balance of nature. They do some good work. Maybe they're doing some good work. Eating the insects. Because if the insects were not eaten, they would be too much. They will overpower us. So I don't know whether it is correct to campaign for the extermination of the bats. If the bats are exterminated, is it good? But me, I suspect, because I normally see them eating insects. And I had no problem with the bats. They were there at Kiamate Boys' School. They were in the roof. We were not bothering with them. Because they don't eat others. It's only now that they have this problem. So, if they were in the forest, and we are not invading the forest, disturbing their habitat, they come, eat the insects, go back. That's how it's part of the balance of nature. They would actually be doing a good job. But when we invade the forests and the caves and the what, that's how we now provoke problems also. Kwa hiyo wenzangu, huu ugonjwa wa Ebola ni rahisi kusimamishwa, kukomeshwa, kwa sababu kwanza hauambukizi sana, sio kama corona kupita kwa pumuzi. Mpaka ushikane na mtu mkono au mbadilishane vitu vinatoka kwenye mwili, ndio anakuambukiza. Au kula zile nyama ambazo tumetaja pale. Cha pili, hata baada ya kushikwa ugonjwa, usifika haraka kwa matibabu, unaweza kupona. Kwenye watu 19 ambao wamekutwa na Ebola hapa Uganda, 5 wameshapona. Kumi na 4 kwa hao 19 ni watu wetu, ndugu zetu kutoka Kongo, na inasemekana wanatoka kwenye familia moja. Kwa hiyo mambo awe mawili. Kwanza, huu ugonjwa hauambukizi sana kama corona, ni rahisi kukomeshwa. Tukiacha kushikana mikono, tukiacha kufanya ile mambo yote tumetaja hapa, kushika maiti bila kujua mtu amefariki kwa sababu gani. Wale watu wa Mungu kuweka mikono juu ya wagonjwa, waganga, watu wafanyakazi wa afya, kushika wagonjwa bila kinga, bila gloves. Hizo gaps zote ndizo zinaleta hii shida, lakini rahisi kusimamishwa.
Your Excellency, for that elaborate explanation to the viewers and listeners about this disease, the Ebola outbreak. Your Excellency, like you have clarified, Ebola belongs to